So me and Jack have been collaborating on music since sophomore year of high school, and this went on into college, and then one day we got like a practice session at this room, and we decided, dude, we should form a band. And
Mad Dog Studios.
What was it?
Mad Dog Studios.
Mad Dog Studios and Astrolabs.
Yeah.
And then we had to come up with a name, and Jack had this one thing he'd repeat recurringly, and I think he should explain what he was repeating and why it became our band name.
So this one fateful weekend, more than a weekend, Halloween weekend, as you may know, a lot of people like to engage in the festivities regarding a specific beverage. And in this activity, one of my friends, my roommate Seabass, we were talking to him the other night. Like he just kept saying, "Bender World, Bender World, Bender World." I was like, that kind of has a little ring to it. So I don't know. Like I kept saying it to Ryan too, and Ryan kind of caught on. And so it was originally my roommate Seabass's idea, and then I kind of took it and turned it into more.
So in other words, we stole ideas from just a random individual.
I got into music because my dad was a guitar player. When I saw him playing guitar, it was really inspiring to me. He would always play songs like by the Rolling Stones. And originally as a kid, I didn't really like rock music. I actually was more of an electronic person, but then he bought me a guitar, and I started playing it and started getting into different tonalities, different genres within the rock world. And once I really started playing it a lot, I became obsessed, and that was my entrance into the music world.
I got into music at a pretty young age, mostly because I had a really good music teacher at my elementary school. I was in 4th grade, and previously to having this music teacher, I wasn't really into it because all the music teachers were kind of like, elementary music teacher, you don't really have to have a lot of credentials for that job. So, I mean, one lady didn't even know how to play the piano, and she's a music teacher, so it was kind of, not that good. But this one guy came along, his name was Mr. Crashin, and he was a drummer. He had these really cool cymbals, really cool drum kit, and I looked at it, I was like, whoa, what is this? And then, quickly, everybody in my class wanted to be like the drummer in the band, because that was like what was cool since he had such a cool drum kit. And we were trying out, and I would practice relentlessly, like my little 4th grade hands, like trying to drum on the floor. And then soon I got upgraded to the kit, and then we had a live concert where my parents were watching, and I just that feeling of when I was on stage is I don't know, I had never felt anything like that prior, and I knew in that moment that I want to pursue that. Over the next few weeks, we're in 2 different shows, one at the Holland Project. We're playing with Frank Futility and Mosh, and then we're playing at Fort Ralston. I can't remember the names of the 2 other bands where we're playing at Fort Ralston, and then we just, we just released our single Red Lipstick, so we're still working on promotion for that. We're just, aiming to get it to as many audiences, to as many markets as we can possibly get our song to. And then once promotion for that ends, we're going to look into making our EP.
All right, what's good, my fellow gang leaders? Today we are here at Fort Ralston, chiefed up, caked up. We're out here having a good time. Vibes are really high, honestly. But no, okay, in all seriousness, I think we're all pretty stoked about this.
Right?
We're really glad that.
Amen.
Okay, what is up with you?
We're really glad that Ralston's giving us this opportunity to play today. And we think it'll be a good turnout. I was talking to one of the people in there, and they said that they came from Instagram, so this could be a packed show. And honestly, I think we're down for that.
Could be, but if not, we're still gonna give it our all. Fort Ralston was started actually 1 year ago today. It's was it tomorrow or today? This month. About 1 year to go. I'll say March 15th. Started by Caden Linares. The place started out just booking shows, getting people in here, and having a blast. That's the best part of it. It's grown from there. People show up, people have fun, and we try to maintain a nice and safe environment. From there we've grown into adding things like good sound elements, things like that, and just getting good touring acts in here to have fun and play their music and show their art.
Fort Ralston has a special place in our hearts just because this venue is so cozy, it's so nice. It's it's a DIY venue, so these people so generously are letting us play in their home, and they're letting all these people in their home. They set up the whole thing in their garage, which I find to be pretty cool. and very indie, if you will. Just like playing in someone's garage, quite literally, like a garage band.
My favorite part is that every band that plays here, they'll take a picture of them and then you can put it up on the beams and you can sign it or you can put your stickers. So we have one from October 7th, so this will be our second time putting a picture up and signatures and stuff. So it should be fun.
So Dog Dog was kind of the inspiration for why I wanted to be in a band because Wyatt in Dog Dog, his younger sister Tess and I were best friends growing up. So seeing Tessa's brother in a band that was doing really good was like really inspiring and I was like, ooh, I really want to do that. So when I was on Yik Yak and I was like, I'm gonna post and see if anyone wants to start a band or needs a singer. So I posted on Yik Yak and Ryan responded pretty quickly and we were supposed to meet for like a rehearsal or tryout, as he called it, that weekend, and it got postponed because he was a little hungover. But the weekend after, we did the rehearsal, and Davis and I tried out at the exact same time. And like, I still get really anxious when it comes to singing and doing band stuff. So going there, I was super shaky, and I walked in, and I was super nervous, and I like introduced myself to Ryan and Davis, Ryan and Jack, I think. And the first thing Ryan says to me is, "You're a lot shorter than I thought you'd be." And that kind of like started the interaction, but it was funny. And so then I kind of like relaxed and we went to do the tryout and I was still super nervous. And the tryout song I was given, if you've seen Regular Show, was Party Tonight by Ships of Fools. And that's like I really do like that song, but as a tryout song it was really difficult to sing because it's kind of like a shouting song and it's meant to not sound the greatest. So I felt like I was set up for failure from the start, so I was like extra nervous, and we go through the entire process, we do the rehearsal, and at the end of it, I ended up making the band. We took like this group photo, and I think it's on our Instagram. I was so nervous, I'm like standing completely separate from like them in the photograph. And I think after that we went to Purple Parrot, which is in the Atlantis, to kind of celebrate that we had a full band, and then I got to know them. And I think my overall experience has been good. We've definitely had some issues, just like working together and things like that, but I think because we worked them out, it's made us a lot stronger as a band and as friends, because I think like definitely the most important part as a band is to make those connections and get to know each other. So my overall experience has been really good, and I think it's helped with my confidence and social anxiety a lot, and I still get super nervous, but I think it's been overall like a really good learning experience.
It's been good. It's very much a new experience for management and time, just because managing 4 people, and I say like that as I'm a manager. I say that like I'm a manager. I'm not, but it's very interesting to try to hold 4 people, including myself, all accountable for trying to get things together. Luckily, all these guys are great at what they do, so there's no worries there. It's just trying to do it all is a very monumental task, because managing people is a very hard thing to do in general. I think Silly Fest.
Silly Fest, gotta be Silly Fest.
I thought it was our last show.
I mean, I think we're always getting better, but Silly Fest was so high energy because, like, while it was a free show, it was a packed house. Mm-hmm. I felt great doing it. I felt I was on, but
Bro, that one picture came out of it. One where you on the ground and all everybody's hands are all over you.
Yeah.
I like that show too because Eddie from Faded Shotties, because I still get obviously super nervous before we go on stage, you guys know. But he came up to me and he was like, "You just have to pretend you are the best in this room. You're gonna go on that stage and you're gonna kill it." And that made me feel better. So performing with Evangeline and Faded Shotties was really good.
I don't think he said pretend. Didn't he say you're the best in this room?
He's like, you have to act like your mentality has to be like, you're the best in this room. You gotta go on stage with confidence. And I was still nervous as hell. But
Yeah. I love Evangeline. Their music is so fucking good. I mean, their music is great.
It's like,
But yeah.
like I tell there's experimental aspects to it, and I really can appreciate that.
New faces and familiar ones too. This is our first time playing since the new year started. We haven't played since like last semester, so we're happy to be in the Holland Project. Alright, this next song is called Frog.
it doesn't include any frogs.
Oh, sorry. They gotta tune their instruments, so I'm gonna give a few introductions before we jump into Frog. Tonight,
Can everyone point at Ben and say please tune?
we have have Ben on the bass. We have Ryan on the guitar. We have Jack on the drums. And we have Davis on this guitar. And I'm Lauren. Also, Jack is playing 2 sets tonight. He's doing our set and then he's helping Moshe with their set. So give it up for Jack. Alright, Ben, you good? Okay, frog.
Oh man, I'm just so, I feel really fortunate that Moshe let us open for him. His act was just, I don't know, I got chills down my spine. That's how you know he's a good musician.
Yeah.
And yeah, biggest crowd I've ever seen too. I mean, oh my gosh. At Holland Project, Moshe knows how to pull a crowd and it's his first show. That's freaking nuts, man. Yeah. He's awesome. We all unanimously agree that was probably one of our tightest sets. We did really good. I'm really happy with my personal performance and everyone else's as well. Yeah, sometimes we get sound problems, you know, it's hard to communicate with the sound guy, but today wasn't that day. Today the sound guy was on fleek, he was doing really good. So yeah, we all feel just 100% good.
The show was really good. I think the Holland Project, we've never like packed out our show. I think it was for like max capacity, and I definitely think it's because like Moshe and Frank Fertility, they're so good. I was so nervous that my arms went numb when we got on stage, but I think it was really good. So good show, best show yet so far. First one of the year, so yeah, it was good.
I really did not expect it to be that packed in there. Like, holy crap. That's the most amount of people I've ever played to, I think, ever, globally. It was wall to wall with people there, and I was super nervous going on stage.
I'm feeling good. I was really anxious to start it. Like, I just drove in from Tahoe and I was like,
Oh, I thought we can sell it.
what?
We can sell it. We're
Okay. I thought you were doing that. I just drove in from Tahoe and I was really nervous because this is the first show I've ever done where I haven't like prepared before. So I was really scared, but I feel like it went better than expected. What do you think?
I thought it was good. I thought we had good energy. I think we had a good match with Moshe. Like we're more rock and roll, but Moshe is more, I'd say, alt pop.
Pop, psychedelic.
So, but I thought it was a good fit for the most part. I'm glad we got a sold out audience. I'm just grateful we got to perform with them. I'm drained. I'm ready for a pizza.
Zaba.
It was Pete.
Did you want one of these?
Yes, I did. Because after he said they're free, I was like, all right. I'm grabbing to make sure.
I guess 3 dreams is the same 3 dreams.
I really like our second gig. We played at this venue that's not existent anymore, called Buena Vista. That's like pretty much right up the street from the university, just behind Sierra. And it was technically our first show outside of the dorms. We did our first show outside of Argenta. I don't think people really knew about that, like the people who worked there. So like, okay, whatever, let's do it. And then we went to Buena Vista. It was an actual backyard gig. We played with this pretty big band, Glometry, and then we played with a local band, Evangeline. And when I listened to Evangeline for the first time, I was like awestruck. I was like, oh my God, these guys are so cool. Like, this is what I want to do with my life. Like, I want to, if I could go and be a full-time musician for the rest of my life, I would do that. I would go do anything I can just to do that. They really inspired me to become a better musician, better bass player in general, and the whole show was awesome. We played in the backyard. There was tons of dirt swarming everywhere. People were covered in crap. We shotgunned a few beer. We had some stuff before we went to the our set. One of our players was a little drunk during our set, but it was an overall really fun time. I still watch the videos we uploaded about that like whole set to this day. I loved it.
Conflict resolution. We've had a lot of bumps in the road that were, I don't know. There were a lot of things that we had to talk about, and it can be hard in a band if there's like an issue and you guys aren't comfortable, I think, enough with each other to bring up the issue and resolve it, but I think we've done that well enough where it's actually made us closer and better as a band. I don't know, I'm glad that we've been able to, I don't know, we communicate really well with each other, whether it's a conflict or if there's something we want to change in a song or there's a venue we want to do, and I think it's made us better as a band and who we are right now.
I agree. Yeah, definitely that, and I also think chemistry and musicianship and overall just like building our relationships together as musicians and as people, because you know it only got brought to my attention recently because you showed me that video like where we were playing This Charming Man like way back in like December, and I was like, wow, this sounds terrible. Like, what are we doing? Well, not because of the song. The songs, I mean, it's alright.
It's one of the best songs ever.
No, but it was how we played
That was
it. Like,
Ben's cover.
we just didn't sound good together, you know?
Yeah.
Well, also I think something that helps too, that makes us closer as a band, which I think every band should do, is like the first day we all formed Bender World, we all went out to get dinner to kind of celebrate. If we have the energy after shows, we'll go to In-N-Out or we'll go do something and we'll hang out together. Or we've had film content for Instagram, TikTok, so we'll plan times where we just kind of spend a few hours just getting food or doing just funny stuff, and I think it helps a lot. So.
Yeah.
An EP out, hopefully 5 to 6 songs by mid-April. I don't know how possible that is. We just have to, there's a lot of variables and moving parts, like going to our friend Lucas's house, which will give us the ability to do a scratch take of everything, or get some live drums going to where we can have an EP ready so we have a structure down. I would hope we can get that done. Everyone else is kind of mixed on that just because it's too many variables to go for sure. To go 100% we can get that done. Me personally, I think if we push ourselves hard enough, I think we can. I absolutely believe that we can. It's just that we're all gonna have to we all have to talk about our expectations in that sense about it. But that's me.
Definitely moving forward, the EP or album is something super important. I mean, in a perfect world, having that by April or mid-April would be wonderful. We all have internships and jobs and stuff, so like, because with Red Lipstick, we kept saying we were gonna get it out, we were gonna do it, and then life got in the way, and it took us a year. We released it a year after it already been made. So hopefully the EP or album will come a lot sooner than like mid-April, May, June latest. Hopefully it'll be out soon. And then I'm trying to think, like we did have a goal as far as summer goes. If it happens, we wanted to tour. We wanted to go to
Sacramento.
And tour and open for bands, because you traveled with Meat Blanket, because Ben's in another band, right? You traveled?
Yeah, kinda. I was like, we went to Cal Truckee.
Oh, okay. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's California. Yeah.
And we wanna try doing that just to kind of outreach a little bit more. So I'd say album, EP, maybe touring and over summer possibly, stuff like that. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Definitely getting an EP out is our priority. As far as time-wise, how long it takes to get out, I don't know. We're all doing our very best, like you said, with internships, jobs, social life, being in another band. So hopefully before summer. I think that's the most realistic approach to it. But yeah, we have a lot of songs we just haven't recorded yet, and I think our priority is getting those recorded and getting that out to the public.
One thing I forgot to mention earlier too is we don't have the only 2 songs that are fully finished are Dreams and Red Lipstick, but we did make a CD that we sold to a few people that had Train without lyrics on it.
Yeah. Intro to Train. Intro to
Train, which is one of our songs that we're trying to record, and Coffee Shop, which is a song we will
Cut
never
this,
play
cut
again. It was a song,
Please.
original song Ryan made, and we performed at our first dorm hall show, and it will never be played again.
Yes.
The audience reaction.
If
Yeah.
if this is a precursor and like we blow up in any sense and anyone finds coffee shop, this is like, where's the camera? I'm looking right at it. Destroy it.
No, we have CDs out. We can't. Like,
Yeah, it's
they've
already
already been dispersed.
It's
It's too late.
Destroy it. If you find a copy, break it in half. I will send you $100 personally.
Yeah, Ben, you did a great job on the vocals for Coffee Shop, by the way. Like, your singing and
That
your
was great.
The
The lyrics too.
lyrics were great writing.
What we all think?
Is that one of the songs that you'll get canceled for? Like one of those types
No,
of songs?
I don't even
or-
look canceled. It's just
No,
like
it's
too goofy.
Oh, it's not cancelable in any way. It's just a stupid song. We decided. We wrote it in swing. We wrote it.
It's just Ryan talking.
Ryan talking about weird dreams or something.
No.
It was inspired by one bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
Yeah.
But we were doing a fun
barista
parody
version.
of it.
And
yeah.
then it's just like this boring story that builds up to this weird conclusion, and everyone like gasped.
And it wasn't
when he said
pre-written. Like, it was you, me, and Davis were jamming, and I just like hopped on the mic.
And then it progressively got like more offensive every time we performed.
It did.
Not offensive,
It's
just
not
like
offensive, it's
stupid.
It just got stupid.
Yeah, it's just
it was
stupid.
silly.
It's like middle school humor.
Yeah,
It's just-
that's exactly how I described it.
It's I was still new to the band when you guys made that song, and I didn't even know how to react to it. I was like, oh,
She almost quit.
okay. But, yeah, it's just a stupid song. And Ryan, we tried to get him to sing it at other shows, and he absolutely refuses. Like,
I don't think you guys actually want me to perform.
No,
that,
we
but
seriously did. Like, people
Encore.
like Coffee Shop.
This
They're like,
weekend,
please do
Encore?
Coffee Shop.
we gotta like revise it if we're gonna do it again.
No, but that's the best part when everyone gasps when they were what the hell.
Gotta keep the part with the peanut butter.
Okay, let's call it wraps on Coffee Shop.
Yeah. Please follow us at Bender World Reno and like what's our Instagram handle officially?
Bender World Reno.
Bender World Reno.
And listen to Red Lipstick.
Listen to Red Lipstick. DM us or email us at benderworldreno@nv@gmail if you want for booking. We're available most of the year. Winter break and summer is a little harder, but we can try our best to do stuff. But we are on all socials. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on Spotify. We're sitting at 250 monthly listeners, and we would love to have some more.
Yeah.